Well, we just did Arteta's Arsenal. Let's head on over to Italy and do Conte's Juventus. Let's check it out. Yes, this is Conte's Elite 352 for Juventus from the 2013-2014 season, getting an 87% win rate in their test on holiday with Juve, and then a 2.7 points per game with a 2.4 goals for. So we'll see how it does with our three teams of Liverpool, Aston Villa on our championship side of Ipswich Town in just a minute. But as usual, there is a wonderful video to take a look at, how they created it, how they got about doing it, and kind of mimicking Conte's tactic and all of that, as well as going through Juve's team and sort of showing you the stats and how they performed throughout the season, just like we're going to do with our three teams. So let's just get into the Premier League. Well, I have said it in the past. I don't think a lot of the top level Premier League teams can use a back three all that effectively, at least in these types of tests. I am simply, again, just going on holiday throughout the entire season. My coaches and managers are taking care of everything for me, from any transfers they might want to bring in, which are very limited, but to training to match squads, to shouts and things like that during a match. So I'm not doing anything. If you took control of these, you could probably do a lot better job yourself, but a back three from all the tests that we've seen just haven't seemed to work all that well. And right now, I'm not going to say that it worked all that well here either. Liverpool in fourth place is not the most fantastic. You got 74 points, 75 goals for. We've seen better. Aston Villa in seventh. Yeah, sure, they're predicted by the media to be around 10th place at the start of the game, but seventh place is not too much of a climb from what we've seen before. 53 points, 63 goals is not bad, but overall, it doesn't seem like it's worked like it has with others. But you can't judge a tactic by the Premier League alone. So if you look at the Carabao Cup final, you get a win, you get the trophy against Arsenal, 0-0 in penalties. Unfortunately, the FA Cup semifinals, you got pretty far, but you got past Ipswich Town too in extras. Wow. But against Tottenham, you dropped 2-3. However, you do beat Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen 3-1 in the Europa League final. So 2 trophies, not bad. The Premier League is the problem. I mean, you're still fourth place, Champions League next season, but still, you'd really hope for a bit higher. You do win the Europa League, fantastic. You do get another second trophy in the Carabao Cup, fantastic. You get to the semis in the FA Cup, not bad there. I can't say it's a bad season at all, but you still kind of hoped a little bit better in the Premier League. So what does that show in the stats? Well, 27 goals for Salah and Nunez. Now that is fantastic. 21 for Jota. Very well done. Assists, not a lot there. 13 for Robertson, Tsimikas, and Trent. That's actually a nice pairing right there, those three. But you don't have, 11 as Zoboslai, and those are the only ones in double digits. You do have it kind of spread a little bit, but average rating, Mo Salah was 7.28. Well, Liverpool did really well. Aston Villa, not so much. Carabao Cup fourth round is where you drop out 0-1 to Man City. Okay, it's Man City, and you only got 1-0, so that's not too bad. But a 1-0 loss against Arsenal in the FA Cup fourth round, oh, you kind of wish you did better there. And then in Europe, unfortunately, only getting as far as the round of 16 in the Europa Conference League, out against Villarreal. So overall, Premier League, Aston Villa in seventh place is not fantastic. It's not a great jump from where you're expected to be. Conference League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, you really didn't perform all that well. I mean, you got to the round of 16, but you've won this so many times in other tactics. You really probably should have done a little bit more. And then squad-wise, 22 goals is the tops for Moussa Diaby, and then all the way down with Jacob Ramsey with 7. That's crazy. Assists, 13 for Lucas Digne is the tops and the only one in double digits. And Lucas Digne, 7.11 is your tops in average rating. Data hub for Liverpool, yeah, you got some attacking numbers. You do wish it was a little bit better. Goals per game is only 1.97, so under that 2 mark. Points for shots per game is nice. But overall, I mean, you do kind of want that above. To me, I would love to see it above 2. And then Aston Villa, yeah, a lot less numbers there, definitely. But a 1.66 is definitely not great. Yeah, I mean, I just need to see it a little bit higher to say that this tactic worked for this team. But looking at the Premier League stats, most goals, Liverpool all the way down in 4th with only 75, Aston Villa in 6th with 63. Fewest shots against, Liverpool in 3rd with 258, Aston Villa all the way down in 8th. Most possession, Liverpool in 4th, 57% is a little bit higher than average, Aston Villa a little bit lower than average at 53. Most dribbles made, Aston Villa topping Liverpool this time in 5th with 636. And then actually tackles won, Aston Villa's in 6th place with 897. Best pass completion, 89% for Liverpool, 88% for Aston Villa, not bad. And then most shots for Liverpool in 4th and Aston Villa in 8th. But now, how did our championship side of Ipswich Town do? Pretty nice. 94 points, topping the league, 1 point above Leicester. You only have 99 goals. Now, 99 goals is definitely fantastic, and they've been up there, but we've seen them a lot higher in other tactics. So 99, I mean, yes, great, but still, you've seen better, so I'm going to say on this one for right now. Domestic Cups are looking pretty nice, though, all the way down to the semifinals in the Carabao Cup, 0-5 against Liverpool. That one's ouch. I forgot to see. I didn't even see that in the first time around. And then out in the FA Cup quarters, we did see this one, 1-4 in extras against Liverpool. I mean, that's a big extra time right there. So overall, championship, fantastic. First place, you can't beat that. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, not bad. I mean, quarters and semis is pretty nice. Squad-wise, an interesting with only 5 greens there, but 30 goals for George Hurst, doing a fantastic job. Everyone else kind of slumping a bit. Assists, though, 19 for Wes Burns, above Leif Davis this time around. And then that kind of translates into an average rating of 7.23 above, well, Costinha comes in, but George Hurst and Leif Davis. Now, Ipswich Town do have a higher than 2 goals per game average, which is nice to see. And they, 99 goals, tops of the league. It's pretty good. And you do see them all over the championship stats. Most goals in first with 99. So even with playoffs, they didn't get all that much more. Fewer shots against with Ipswich Town in 6th. Most possession, Ipswich Town 54%. Not bad, I guess. Dribbles made in 5th with 808. Most tackles won down in 7th, which we usually don't see them there. Best pass completion all the way down at 8th with 89. That's a nice size. Most shots for all the way down in 5th with 570. But now let us take a look at this back 3 tactic. You can see it starts with a sweeper keeper in support, central defenders in defend on the left and the right with a ball playing defender in cover sandwich in between, complete wingbacks in support on the left and the right with a regista in support in the middle, and then a CM in attack next to a box-to-box in support. You got a target forward in support all the way up front next to an advanced forward in attack. Positive mentality, in possession, attacking with his fairly narrow approach play pass into space, overlap on the left and the right, but focus play through the middle, and then play out of defense. Passing directness is shorter, tempo is slightly higher, mixed crosses, work the ball in the box, and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute to the center backs, and roll it out. And then out of possession, a mid-block line of engagement, a higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and get stuck in. But now, how did it do for our 3 teams overall? I mean, Ipswich Town getting first place is a fantastic mark, no question about it. 99 goals, again, we've seen better, but still, first place, you can't beat that. Liverpool and Aston Villa doing okay. Liverpool in 4th, still got Champions League next season. Aston Villa in 7th, above their 10th spot media prediction, but still, you could have expected a little bit better out of these. But again, this is a 3-5-2 that is for Conte's 2013-2014 season. So we're not expecting it to work just off the bat with Liverpool, Aston Villa. I'm actually really happy it worked for Ipswich Town, but you really have to massage the tactic that you're using into the team that you have and then kind of go from there. Next season, next winter, whatever you want to do, you can bring players in to fit the tactic and get rid of those that don't, get it to work a little bit better. But in this case, for the Premier League, not so great. For the Championship, pretty nice. But that is it for me, Sevian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.